let's go ahead and dive right in. You can find a comfortable seat. You can even find a seat on a block if you'd like, especially if it's first thing in the morning. You might feel a little tighter, so that might be a little bit more comfortable. I am sitting on my block with a nice little one heel in front of the other. You can find a crisscross applesauce, whatever feels best. And from here, on your next inhale, I want you to go ahead and bring your shoulders up to your ears. Big inhale in through the nose. Big exhale out through the mouth. Bring the shoulders back and down. 2 more times. Big inhale. Exhale back and down. 1 more. Exhale. Let's add in some seated cat-cow. Inhale, send the chest forward and through. Hands on the knees, arch the back. Exhale, round it out. Send navel back towards the wall behind you. Gaze towards the belly button. Inhale, back forward and through. Your pace. 2 more times. Inhale to neutral spine. Let's add in some neck circles. Chin to chest, exhale, drop the head, let it hang heavy. Inhale, reaches right ear over to right shoulder. Exhale, chin back down to chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. And let's continue with semicircle to the right. Exhale, center. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. 1 more time. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. Inhale, neutral neck. Beautiful. From here, side bend. Right fingers reach out to the right if you want. A block might be more accessible. Inhale, left arm reaches up and over. Beautiful. We'll stay here for a moment. I want you to lengthen into the left side body. Breathe into the right side body. Creating space, that's the name of the game. If you feel like you need some more, even though it's early in the morning, you can always scoot the block farther over to the right. Or maybe you even bring the right forearm down to the block if that feels accessible to you, but the left hip and sit bone should stay down on the block. If you find that it's lifting, take a step back. 1 more breath in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Beautiful. Back to center. Let's switch sides. You can bring your block to the other side if you're sitting on the other. Left fingertips touch down. Right arm reaches up and over. A gentle side bend to wake up in the morning, right? Especially when we're first waking and rising, we might feel a little bit tighter. We haven't moved a lot yet. We've been resting, hopefully well, throughout the night. So take it easy, right? There's no rush. It's not a race. So if you feel like you need more, obviously you have options. If the right sit bone is still down, right, that forearm can come down. That's an option. 1 more breath wherever you are. And on your inhale, let's come back to neutral. We'll find a forward fold. Block can come maybe a little forward in front of the mat. Maybe fingertips touch down to block. If you feel like you have some more space, maybe forearms come down to block. Right, and for my more open or advanced yogis, you can always bring block out from underneath the glutes and you can walk the hands forward. Whatever forward fold that you find to be the most comfortable for you, first thing in the morning, early on in your practice. Let's breathe here for 3 breaths. Every inhale, think lengthening and extending the torso forward. Every exhale, I want you to think relax, release. If there's any tension hanging out in the shoulders, let it go. If you find that you're holding your head up and it's a tense neck position, let your head hang heavier. If you're finding stress in the inner thighs here, send your oxygen there on your inhale. One more breath where you are. Beautiful yogis, from here, let's walk the hands back, press ourselves up to our seat, finding hands and knees, all fours blocked, can come off to the side. Some cat-cows here. On your inhale, drop the belly, arch the back, send the chest forward and through. Maybe gaze up, tilt the chin high. On your exhale, round it out, activate the core, gaze in towards the belly button, push the floor away. Inhale back to your cow. Exhale to your cat. 3 more, adding in movements that feel good for you. Maybe it's side bends or rolls. Maybe it's exhaling through child's pose into your cat. Inhaling to cow. Last one. Find neutral when you're done. Beautiful yogis. From here, tuck the right toes, extend the right leg back, right? High onto the tips of the toes and the ball of the foot. So we're going to find a calf stretch. From here, send the heel back, push through the hands. Ooh, hello, calves. Good morning to them, too. One more breath here. Beautiful. Let's switch sides. Left leg extends back. Maybe shift forward first, right onto the balls of the toes. Find a stretch in the toes, right? The toes are not to be forgotten about. And let's find that calf stretch. Send the heel back. Maybe send the hips back along with it so that way you feel a deeper stretch there. Very nice, yogis. One more breath. Saying hello to the backs of the legs first thing in the morning. Beautiful. From here, bring both knees back center. Very nice. From here, let's find child's pose. Big toes together, knees come out wider. Send the hips back towards the heels. Again, you can always bring the block in between the heels and the hips if you find that connection is feeling a little deep of a stretch, especially first thing in the morning. Maybe relax the forehead onto the mat, or if that feels like it's far away, onto a block, or maybe the hands. One breath here in child's pose. Beautiful. And when you're ready, yogis, let's work our way into our first downward facing dog of the day. Spread the fingers wide, hands about shoulder width distance apart. Lift the hips, tuck the toes, feet shoulder width distance apart as well. And let's send the hips back and up, right? From here, it's our first downward facing dog, and I want you to measure it out. Let's make sure that if we were to move to plank, that we could go straight back into our dog without moving our hands or our feet. Yes? It's first thing in the morning. I want you to bend your knees a lot. Bend them a lot. Send the torso towards the thighs. Activate through the arms, right? Push the floor away. Make sure that you're working here, right? Suck the navel into the spine, engaging the core. Send the hips high. Bend the knees as much as you need. If down dog ever feels like a lot, work towards a child's pose, right? That's always available to you for a reason. One more breath. Beautiful. And from here, let's step right leg forward and through. Big step. If you need to, grab the back of the right heel and pull it forward if you need some help. Lower the back knee down, untuck the back toes. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Let's bring both hands to the right thigh. right? We can find a modified low lunge here, right? Maybe you send the hips a little bit farther back and find a 90-90. If the hips feel like they're a little bit tighter first thing in the morning, if you're ready for it, send the hips forward and through. It's going to be a little bit more advanced. It's going to be a little bit more intense stretching. So I want you to listen to your bodies, cater to your practice today. Notice the things that feel good, notice the things that don't, and err towards the things that feel good, right? This is a feel good morning, waking up the body practice. One more breath in the low lunge wherever you are. Beautiful. And from here, hands come back to frame the front foot. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. From here, I want you to bring the back heel down. And we're going to work towards a side lunge, Skandasana. Blocks might be helpful here, so I'm going to grab mine so I can show you how to use it. From here, we're going to sink the right hip down towards the right heel. You can have your block on your highest setting. If you feel like you need some help popping a squat into your side lunge, this is a great way to do it, okay? You got options. I want you to get that inner thigh opening. Flex the left toes towards the body. Hands can come to heart center in front of the chest. Stay long and tall in the spine here. Say hello to the inner thighs and the hips. If you feel like you don't need the block, of course, it's just an option. You don't have to use it. One more breath where you are, yogis. Very nice. And from here, let's shift back to the lunge. Hands frame the front foot, point the toes forward. And from here, when you're ready, we step back to downward facing dog. Right foot back. Bend the knees if it feels good, or take some pedals here this time. Up to you. Yogi's choice, second down dog. Beautiful. And when you're ready, we step left leg forward this time. Back knee down, untuck back toes. Anjaneyasana, option 1 is going to be your 90-90, right? That's option 1. Option 2, if you want some more opening, send the hips forward. Beautiful. 2 more breaths. You can always use blocks for the hands. Oopsie daisy, my bad. You can always use blocks for the hands if you feel like you need some help finding the floor, if your arms aren't reaching down, or if you need some more help balancing. Beautiful. Same option, have block nearby. Okay, we're going to work towards Skandasana, side lunge. Tuck the back toes, frame the front foot, lift the back knee, shift towards the left. Yes, from here, block is available. You can pop a squat right down onto your block and flex your right toes. Engage the top leg. Hands can come to heart center here in a modified Skandasana. That's option 1, right? Or you can work your way towards your fullest expression of your Skandasana if it feels good in the body right now. One more breath. Very nice. Let's work our way back to that front position. Point the toes forward, frame the front foot. And listen for the change. I want you to step the back foot up to the top of the mat. Big step. Beautiful. Exhale to fold forward. Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Bend the knees a lot. Relax the head down. Maybe you bring the hands to blocks if you're not finding the floor yet and you need some help balancing or making contact, right? Relax the head. Let the weight fall off the shoulders. Any tension that you hold in your back, let it slide off. Beautiful. We're going to do some inhale and exhales here. Inhale, adding a dynamic lift and lower. Lift here, lengthen. Maybe fingertips to shins, blocks, or the mat. Up to you. Exhale, fold it forward. Again, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. One more time. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale to stand, roll it up. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back, high plank. Lower the knees if you need a modified. Lower to your chaturanga, shift the weight forward, elbows in by the sides. Lower the knees if you need. Inhale, forward back bend. Right, this is your first big back bend of the day, so we're gonna stay here for a moment. If it feels too intense, widen the legs and walk the hands forward. Yes, if you need even less, forearms down. You have another option. Exhale, we're gonna add the dynamic flow here in the back bend, lower down. Inhale, lift it up, press. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift it up. Last one. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. Inhale, back strengthening. Crocodile arms or cactus arms. Bend both elbows like touchdown goals, right? 90-degree angles. On your inhale, lift the legs and the arms. Engage the back just for a moment. Even if it's uncomfortable, it wakes up the body, right? Lights up some fire. On your exhale, hands under shoulders. If you want to try it, push up to a push-up or a plank, up to you. Or if you'd like a modified variation, keep the knees on the floor and find tabletop. Yes, big inhale. And let's all work our way to tabletop, hands and knees, all fours. Yes? Find a seat in the middle of your mat, and we're gonna work our way into Baddha Konasana, seated bound angle pose. Some hippy dippy opening here. You can scooch the boot forward, toes together, heels together. Interlace the fingers, scooch them underneath the feet. Inhaling to lift and lengthen. Exhaling to fold forward, bend the elbows. Lengthen the spine, send the chest forward and through. You have an option. I like to use a block here, especially first thing in the morning. If I'm not feeling super open, you can have it on the highest setting if you want. You can send the forehead down towards the block. One more breath. Beautiful. Inhale, lift out of the seat. Exhale, bring the knees together. Beautiful. Last pose before we finish. Working towards Malasana, yogi squat, block nearby, feet a little wider apart. We're gonna rock and roll up into it. That's one option, or we can stand our way up into it. So you got two options to transition, depending on how you're feeling in the morning. If you wanna have some fun, we can rock and roll up, meaning you will literally rock back onto your back and rock all the way up to your yogi squat. Or like this, you will push off of the floor, lift forward. If your heels are lifting, that's fine, right? Maybe use the block as a point of contact to get some balance and some grounding. Or if you feel like it's accessible, you can stay here. If you want to take the rock and roll, we rock it back and we roll forward. Yes, whichever option you took, maybe you pop a squat onto the block in your yogi squat. It's another option, just like in the Skandasana. And from here, inner thighs are opening, hands are coming to heart center. Push the knees apart. Inhale, lift the chest. Nice long spine. Beautiful job, yogis. From here, exhale, forward fold, fingertips down towards the ground. Send the hips high and the head down. Inhale, roll all the way up to mountain pose. Relax the arms down by the sides once you found your standing position. We'll finish here, one breath all together, inhaling through the nose, yogis. Out through the mouth. And smile because you did something amazing this morning for yourself. I hope that you feel great, yogis. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Please let me know if there's any classes that you want to see next from me. Until next week, yogis, namaste.